This is a quick little video on how to reduce buffeting with a windshield. Similar to this one, this is a National Cycle Switchblade 2-up windshield. When I originally got this windshield, I liked it, but I was getting some wind buffeting that was coming off the top of the windshield here. It would come up and just kind of buffet on the top of my head. So what I did was made a couple of modifications. One you can see here, this is the Memphis Shades Hot Wing attachment that goes on the top. It just gives you a little bit higher windscreen there, and if you can see, it's kind of curved a little bit there. That allows it to kind of push the air up and over your head. Another modification, the only other modification I made to this was initially this windshield was a lot more vertical. You can't really adjust it with the Switchblade setup, the brackets, but I found an easy fix for that. And what I did was, on the mounting brackets, you've got these two spools here. And if you can see, there's a hole right there where the bottom spool was mounted. It's got a bolt that comes through it, and this has a little Allen wrench that you can take this off. And so anyway, I did that. You do have to grind the back of the bolt, take the bracket off and grind the back of the bolt, because they weld the bolt onto this bracket here. But grind that off, I bought another stainless steel bolt, drilled a hole about 5/8 of an inch forward on this, and keeping the distance between this hole and this hole the same, and remembering that it's on a radius because it pivots on this upper spool here. But just keep the distance the same. Drilled a new hole, put a bolt in, reinstalled the spool there, and just moving that forward tilted the whole windshield back. And so the top of the windshield came back about 5.5 to 6 inches. It was up here, and then it moved it back about 5.5, 6 inches. The problem that the solution, I guess, one thing I noticed is, as I would go out for rides, I would notice the buffeting on the top of my head. But I noticed the closer I got to the windshield, the less the buffeting was. I think the air coming off the top of the windshield is a lot smoother, and as it gets further away from the windshield, you get a lot of buffeting. And so with this fix here, it brought the windshield a little bit closer to me on the top. It angled it so that the air would flow up and over it. And I don't really need this hot wing attachment on there, but I do like it, because with it, the air goes completely over me. Without it, it hits the top of my head just a little bit, but with the tilt on the windshield being angled more, at least it's not buffeting without it. So anyway, I looked all over the internet and couldn't find a solution that was a simple fix like this to adjust the windshield. So I figured I'd post this online, maybe help someone out who's got the same problem that I had.